really thrilled to be here this morning with all of you. It's a real opportunity, a real privilege for me to be here with so many people, to be here for this very exciting opportunity. Marco, you mentioned as a resident of Woodbridge growing up. I'm still a resident of Woodbridge. I actually don't live that far away from where we're standing right now. This is an intersection here at Weston and 7 that I drive through virtually every day of my life, and to witness what has taken place here at this intersection over the last number of years, and what will take place, what we're here to officially do the groundbreaking for, is very, very exciting. I want to salute and pay tribute to the team at Liberty for pulling this together, for working so hard over a very long period of time to make sure that we can help transform this section of our wonderful community in such close proximity to some of the major infrastructure investments that the Government of Ontario has made and is continuing to make. Of course, we have the subway that's under construction just on the other side of the highway, which is a really classic example of all levels of government working together very closely and making those infrastructure investments that help transform communities. We have the Viva BRT that is continuing to grow and continuing to evolve, which will run right here beside the site. So this is a very exciting opportunity for the city. And the one thing that I wanted to stress today, I hope that's not a person who's angry with the Ministry of Transportation. We'll have to revoke his license when this is done today. The one thing that's very exciting to me about all of what's taken place here, and what's very important to me as an MPP and as the Minister of Transportation, is the notion of partnerships. No one level of government can do the work that it needs to do to deliver positive results for a community or for a province or for a country without being able to partner with the private sector, of course, reflected here today by Liberty, but also to partner with other levels of government. And one of the things that I've been very fortunate to have serving as the MPP for the last 2 years, and in particular now serving as Ontario's Minister of Transportation, is the fact that I've been able to work so closely with Mayor Bevilacqua, members of the City of Vaughan Council, and with City of Vaughan staff and regional staff to help deliver those positive results for our community. It makes my job easier. I say this at almost every event that I go to in the community. To have that partnership and relationship with the private sector, with the mayor and members of council, with the city staff, makes it easier for me to continue to advocate for the stuff that we need here in this community. So I can see there's a number of people here, see the mayor, of course, and members of council. I want to say you're doing a great job. I look forward to being able to continue to partner with you over the next 4 years. It's interesting, actually, for the very first time in my political, not just my elected political time, but my involvement in politics, this is a very unique period. We had an election provincially, of course, as my good friend Reza Maridi, who's here, the MPP for Richmond Hill, and Ontario's Minister of Research and Innovation and Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities. Reza and I just came through an election campaign back in June, and of course we have a municipal election taking place in a number of days. That puts the province and the municipal sector on the same electoral calendar now for the very first time, at least in my recent memory. We have 4 years to work together because we'll both go back to the people in 2018. And it's a wonderful opportunity for us to continue with that partnership, to develop those synergies, to deliver on projects like the one working, of course, closely with Liberty and other members of the private sector to make these wonderful things happen. So I just wanted to say, delighted to be here, happy to continue working with Liberty and with the city, and of course my colleague, as I mentioned a second ago, Reza. Someone I will say about Reza Maridi, I've served alongside Reza in caucus now for the last couple of years, but I've known him for a long time, and he is someone who works so hard, not just for Richmond Hill, but also for all of York Region. Someone that I look up to as a neighbor, but also as someone who has championed those causes that are important to people right across York Region. So, congratulations, Mr. Darvish. Congratulations, everyone here at Liberty. And of course, I look forward to being here for many, many other milestone achievements taking place at this site. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you so much for doing this. And you know, I often say when you're trying to build a city, obviously we're blessed with an incredible administration at the city in planning and city manager and everyone involved, John McKenzie and many others that are involved. But in order to break new ground, you need to establish common ground. And that is a common vision of people coming together, believing in the city and believing in that which is important. And that is to provide housing. You know, often when you do groundbreaking or you're talking about development of a city, people talk about the developers. The reality is developers are partners in providing housing for people, and that is extremely important. In this case, also for future businesses that will be in the towers, providing valuable jobs and greater opportunity for all the citizens that live here. And I'll tell you, something has gone extremely right in this city. You know, over the past 4 years, now this has got nothing to do with the elections and the fact that, you know, it's 2010 to 2014. This is not an electoral speech, but let's talk about our record just while we're at it. 15,000 new jobs have been created in our city, thanks to investments that people like you, Fred, and your team make. 20,000 more residents have come to live in this city, and I'll tell you why, because they enjoy the quality of life and standard of living. And so today is really also a celebration of our city. And you know, you've chosen well, since you're really good in your Italian. Centro, what does that mean? It means core, or it means like the downtown core. Isn't that right, Mark?
Right. Center of it all.
Center of it all. Okay, he's got all his slogans figured out. But I want to say that this is the core of the city. This is where a lot of attention has been given over many, many years, even before I became mayor, to become the heartbeat not just of our city, but of York region. And that is possible because of visionaries like Fred and his team who believe that Vaughan is the place to be. Somebody wrote a song about that a while ago. That was me, for those of you who don't know. That's why you didn't laugh. But I do want to say that it's very, very important, Fred, that we keep going, that today we celebrate this incredible event, and to also put it in perspective, that when you're building a city, you're building also the future. And you're part of that future. And we want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I do this in a way to express gratitude in the spirit of Thanksgiving. As you know, we're going to be celebrating in a few days. To say that we are so blessed in this city to have a high standard of living, to have a great quality of life, but to have people that not only build towers, not only create housing, but also contribute to the community. And I will never forget how many places liberty has been present, Marco, in so many functions where we're addressing the needs of people who are in need, those people who would be left behind otherwise. But corporate leadership, enlightened corporate leadership like yours, speaks to those values that make cities great. And so whether I'm at a hospital gala, whether I'm at the mayor's gala, whether I'm at events of various communities, liberty is always present. And Reza, you would agree that this is what the type of companies and corporations that we need in the province of Ontario, in the city of Vaughan, to truly prosper. So you have vision, you have commitment to the community, and you're building a great future for our city. And for that and much more, we are very grateful. Thank you so much, everyone.
John, I gotta give you one of these, okay?
So, already campaigning? No.
This is not fair. This many taller than after is a movie with a couple of